It's time. It is time. I have a very big grin on my face, and you may have already guessed what this is. Can you guess? Can you guess? 4 engines. Old. Very old. There's the overhead. We've got a flight engineer's panel. Oh, it could be the 74200. But that's a funny nose. What could it be? I think you already know what this is, don't you? I've actually just reinstalled it because I had to uninstall Symantec antivirus because it was having absolutely none of it, and it just kept deleting the DLLs and quarantining them and stuff like that. So in the end, I basically rage quit my antivirus, so I am antivirus free. Let's see how that goes. Have you guessed what it is yet? Have you? Have you? Let's have a look at her. Oh, look at that. Let's go this side where the texture's loaded. Oh, it still hasn't actually fully loaded. Oh, for crying out loud. Come on, FSX. Sort it out. Oh, you suck ass. You suck so much ass. Oh, aye. Right, tell you what we'll do. Oh, there's no traffic. So we're sat at Gate 1 here at Manchester. So let's go to... Tell you what, we'll connect as an observer. So we can see other guys. I don't know why the texture's being shit. But it's alright in here. Now, I have watched a few videos, which in the world of flight sim means I am now type rated to fly this thing. Yeah, about that. I've tried flying this thing a few times and failed miserably. It's not easy. But we're going to try it based upon what I've learned from watching other people do it. Some cracking videos out there. So we'll see how it goes. So first of all, I've requested ground power, ground air. And then I know I've got a checklist up onto the screen. I need to turn ground power on. So ground power is available. And that connects ground power. I am going to mute that because that's going to drive me... Shut up. It's going to drive me mental. There we go. That's that muted. So ground power checklist item numero uno has been complete. Do not expect me to be off the ground as quick as you would be in a bus, because this thing takes a while to turn on. Boarding lights, rack lights, stuff like that on. Yeah, whatever. They are up here somewhere. We'll just turn on the seatbelt signs, basically. Not too worried about boarding lights. It is daytime. Landing gear, standby, and down and locked, and the guard's fine. Gear override is guarded. Gear override is down here, which it is. That's guarded. Can you see my cursor? Yes, you can. Auto ignition switches need to go off, and they are off. That's these ones here. ADS engine probe heaters are these ones here, and they should be off. I think is there, so I think they are off. Yeah, they're off. Sod it, they are now. Wing anti-ice test. You know what? I'm not going to bother. Fuel forward transfer switch guarded. So the fuel panel is a bit of a mess, and it's not that one. It's not that one either. It's this one. So fuel forward guard switch. Can't remember. Oh, I do know what I do need to do though, actually. I need fuel load, UK charter, and then training load. Right, that's done something. And something I think is better than nothing. Fuel forward. So, but it's got to be guarded. Maybe I'm on the wrong panel. You would have thought it would be somewhere near the C of G thing. I'm going to employ operation. If I can't find it after a sensible amount of time, then immediately give up and assume it's fine. Particularly something that just needs to be guarded. I don't think it's not on there, but I'm sure it probably is. I'm looking, but I'm not seeing. I'm looking for something guarded. I hope you're not screaming at your screens now. Technically, anyone who knows what they're doing, they'll know what they're doing. But wonder if it's on the upper. I've loaded the cold and dark panel state, so we should be in a good place. Right, well that's a sensible amount of time. Assume it's done. Trim transfer auto master set off. Now I have just seen that one. Trim transfer auto master is set off. Right. Can you see? Oh, that's interesting. You can't see the little tooltips. So what I'm going to do is that button. So it's going to look slightly odd at the side of the screen, but now you can see the tooltips. There we go. Tank 11 inlet valves. Holy old fuck. 1, 2, 3, 4. This 7's up here somewhere. That's 7. That's still 7. 8. 5. That's 6, 7. Friggin' hell's 11. On the upper. 7A, 5A, 5. Oh, didn't want to do that. Panic clicking. Tank 11. I wonder if that's. It's this middle one. Right, got you. Tank 11 inlet valve, auto or off. Right, auto sounds good to me. That sounds. Yeah. Standby inlet valve switches shut on the upper fuel. So standby, so that's a standby, that one's shut or off. Standby inlet valves, here we are, off. And there's the load here, they're all off as well. Okay, cool. Trim pipe drain switch shut. Now that, seen that. Trim pipe drain switch. Oh my god. That's inlet. That's inlet. Trim pipe drain switch. Oh my god. Oh dearie me. Oh. Oh, what's that? Trim drain switch. Assuming it's still on the upper. From the checklist I've got. Pipe. Trying to read so much stuff. Got to be near the trim transfer switch, hasn't it? You would have thought there'd be some sort of, you know, stick all things similar together. Probably is, I just can't see it. As per flipping usual, being blind as a bat, even though we've got squint mode fully engaged, as Quill would say. That's a sensible amount of time, can't find it. Jettison panel cover closed, yes, that's this bit, so I know that bit. So that's all okay. Oh, trim pipe drain switch. Here, there it is. Found it. Shut. Good, cool, right. Jettison panel closed. Ram air turbine switch is guarded. Right, I know where they are. He says with more confidence than is due. Not electrical panel, AC panel. Oh, come on, I saw this yesterday. Where's the rat? Where's the rat? Where's the rat? Where's the rat? Can't remember where the rat is. It's not going to be on the hydraulic panel. I'm slowly learning where things are, but I'm still not particularly quick nor proficient. Air doors, that's engine stuff. Hang on. Get rid of that. Where's the rat? Oh, flipping out. I couldn't look at this panel without just constantly seeing the ram air turbine thing yesterday when I gave this a bit of a go before before rage quitting because I couldn't do it. Not there. It's got to be somewhere really obvious because, as I say, I kept seeing it yesterday. Hang on, let's try again. Ram air turbine switches guarded. Forward leg. Ah. Ah, there we go. Yes, there. Here. That was why I kept seeing it. It's on the INS panel. Windshield emergency de-ice switches on the upper pedestal. So that's the pedestal. And what we're looking for? Windshield emergency de-ice. There's windshield. That's the wipers. I assume it's that, but I don't think it is. Unless... all the de-ice stuff's up here though. Oh bloody hell, what happened then? Engine anti-ice. Master ADS engine probe. All that. Yeah, but where's the windshield de-ice? Is there? Where's the windshield emergency de-ice? and it should be guarded. It does say upper pedestal, and to me this is the pedestal. Don't know. Circuit breakers aren't modelled. Ground power. Requested ground power. Right, we've done that. AC electrics come on now. Because the DC's on, so AC's the one below it. That's battery. In fact, is that the AC panel? No, that's the AC panel. Hang on. On AC electrics. I think we've done that actually, haven't we? Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, we've done that. Equipment bay cooling panel. Oh, on the upper fuel shit, yeah, this needs to go on pretty quick. Otherwise, stuff overheats. Hang on the upper fuel panel. But is it though? Where's the equipment cooling? I remember seeing this yesterday. Oh, equipment bay cooling, yes. Oh, and that's on auto. Hang on, what should it be on? Auto. On. And standby off. Well, that sounds sensible. Verify forward supply fan selector at norm. Ah, yeah, which is that one? Flipping it. Come on. Yeah. Ah, right, okay. Let's look. Flow lights are off. Yes. Verify fan 2 selector and 1 and 3 are on auto. Fan 2, 1 and 3 are on auto. Observe forward extract MI reads on. I think that's these things. Verify forward supply fan selector at normal. Yes. Yeah, we've just done that. Verify rear extractor on and standby switch is off. Yes. Observe left hand and right hand rear extract fan MIs read on, which they do. Observe forward flow indicator reads 0.85 to 1.1 kilograms per second. Which it does. Yeah. What's that? Emergency relief. Yeah, we don't need that. Right, good. Okay, we're getting there. Air data computers are these two. I know that. They go on. Cool. Verify rotary is set to norm. Flipping out. Yeah, looks norm. Looks good. Drain master heater. I need to set up chase plane. Drain master heater is going on. Which we don't actually need on because total air temperature is above 0 degrees Celsius. So they can actually come back off. Okay. INS 1, 2 and 3 align. Okay. Yeah. What? Okay, so we need to put in our position, which I think we can do. We can cheat. I'm sure we can cheat. With the Seaver INS. Or is this already in? Hang on a minute, hang on a minute. I'm sure there's a cheat click for this. And I thought it was that screw. Maybe it's not that screw. I'm going to do that and do that. I'm going to put that one on position and put that as remote. What's the, I thought it was Shift Z to get up your position. Either INS isn't on there. Not in there. Okay, right, we'll do it the hard way. So we will go to, I know we're at stand number 1, and I've got the chart up. So we are at north 53, 21, 4, and then west 002, 16. So 002, 16, 3. Insert. Now does that not, I thought that was supposed to then copy across. We get the warning, right? We expect that because whatever the last aircraft position was, it's now saying, hang on a minute, you've moved, which obviously in the real world doesn't happen. In Flight Sim, you can just respawn somewhere else. So we will get that warning here. So last but not least, north 53, 21, 4, 53, 21, 4, and then west, what was it, 2, 16, 3. And we'll get the warning, which we can just smash on the test button a few times and the warning buggers off. Oh my days, what was that? Okay, that's good. So that's our positioning, which now means which means we can now go to, oh you suck, oh it saved it, right click, oh you've got to pull it out first, right click to get that, and then thankfully I am reasonably familiar with the Seaver INS. We can go to this screen to get our accuracy, and at the moment it's 95, which sucks ass, but that's going to start coming down now. That number will start decreasing, and we want it to be 15 or below really. Now we do, oh that's why it didn't work, because I didn't have that selected. Now we do want to load in our route, and we're at Manchester. Oh no, that's Yeah, we're not. No, we're not going to have a route. So no, I'm not going to bother with that. So actually, a line is completely useless anyway. Transponder. Check standby. Not really obvious what position that's in. Well, it does tell you on the pop-up, but it's not really obvious. Oh, right, well, whatever. Oh, it's not letting me. So we'll do that. It doesn't really matter. TCAS test.
TCAS system test OK.
Oh, there we go. That sounds good. Okay, cool. Right, flipping it. We're getting there. The 4-star checklist. See, that's now dropped to 85, so this one is coming down. Not sure why that one isn't. Although we, ironically, we don't need it, but it would be nice to do it. 4, 2, 16, 3. So, oh, we've got the right thing keyed in. It's just this one's being slower. It's on a line, isn't it? Yeah, they're all on a line. You can turn the remotes off now anyway. Right, windows and doors are closed. Flight control inverters coming on. Right, we're getting there, we're getting there. It's getting close to exciting time. Right, flight control inverters. I know where these are. I just can't control my flipping camera. Down is what I want to do. Flight control inverters. Is that one? Not that one. Anti-stall. Come on then. You're doing your. I've got my mouse now. So that's one of the inverters on. There's another one hiding under there for the green system. Oh, hang on. Oh my days. These are not easy to get at. Is there not one for yellow? I don't think there is. 5th and 4. For some reason my keys don't work for this. Shut up, really. Thank you. So flight control inverters are on. I'm convincing myself there rather than you guys. That's the anti-stall. Yeah, I think there's only 2 of them. Anti-stall systems on. Oh, okay, right, well that's easy. Lights will illuminate. Yes, they've done that. RAD INS switches to RAD. They're already on RAD. Instrument transfer switches are all on me on the left. Q&H altimeters set cross-checked. I'm just going to press B. Transponder is as it is for now. AFCS, ADF, yeah, I'm not going to use that yet. Brakes, parking brake is applied, checked, yeah, we've got brake pressure. I'm not going to check the emergency one. Nav lights can come on. Oh, I know. Oh no, not the anti-collision lights. So nav lights on. Throttle master, either main or alt, doesn't matter which. They can go to main. Ground hydraulic check out. Yellow, yellow, off. Right, that is not that one. Hang on, I remember seeing this yesterday because I was wondering what the chuff it was. This one. Yellow, yellow, off, off. Right, okay. Fuel heaters on the engine control panel can go on. Oh, well, they're on auto. Oh, yeah, sorry, auto, yeah. Engine recirculation valves can be shut. Oh, it's the flipping out. That's right there. So they're shut. Secondary air doors are on auto. That's fine. Batteries. The batteries now come on. How late is that in the procedure? It's quite funny, isn't it? No, that's not it. That's the generators. It is battery on and on. Right, so batteries are on. So the MIs are in line and the isolation lights have come off. INS 1, 2 and 3 loading check nav mode. So they're all coming down. We're going to leave them on a line for the moment. Rotate the rotary selectors to nav. Yeah, no, we'll let them continue aligning for now. ASI bugs, pitch index and reheat placard set. So now for this, where's the placard? It's a hidden button somewhere. I knew that wasn't it, I just wanted to press it. Give me a button to press and I'll press it. Flight director mode. Jet. I wonder if I can get it through the views. Placard, 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 where are you? No, I remember I managed to get it up yesterday, so to speak. Main panel. Not on, I'm sure it's not on there. Reheat placard there. Not that though. Oh, was this? Not that, don't press that. That's the bad thing to press. I thought it was that. Come on, where is it? Where's the placard? Someone help me out. Because I do need that one. I'm sure it's a hidden button somewhere. Sure it is. I should have the video open whilst I'm doing this, but some of the videos, they don't show you the click spots, and it's really difficult to follow. Options, no, don't want none of that. Oh, there's the INS I was looking for. Oh, so we could do that. You have to pop it out to do the cheeky buttons. So how the frig do you find the placard? Oh my god. One of these, once you've done it a couple of times, I'm sure it's fine. But the first time you do it, God, there's so many things to click and press. And that's great. It's not a criticism in the slightest. This is what you would have had to do, and as close as we're going to get. And that's what we want. I just can't find this friggin' placard. I thought that was it, and you click that and it pops up. I know what it should look like. It comes up with all like handwritten stuff. Oh, Jesus. Can't find the Jesus thing. And we need it because it sets up a load of stuff for you that is like really quite important. Sure, it's not down there. I don't think it's any of that. It's on any of this. Sure, it's not back here. Well, at the moment we're not burning any fuel, so I'm not panicking just yet. Oh, that was that forward fuel transfer thing that we didn't find before. That's on the overhead. Where is this? Jesus placard. Not any of that. It's going to start randomly spamming the cursor, but I'm not going to find it. Down here, or somewhere near one of these screws. I thought it was down there somewhere, but maybe not. Flight director, no. Ah, where's this blasted placard? It's an important one, so we need to do it. We do need to do it. Not hidden on one of these, is it? No. No, I don't think so. Could probably have the manual open. That might not be a bad idea. Let's try that, shall we? Where did I install the thing? Concord X, here we are. Documentation. Flying manual. Sensible place to start. Scrolly, 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 scrolly. Lots of scrolly, scrolly. Scrolly too many. Um, oh, some useful keyboard commands there, but I'm not that far yet. Panel states. Not there yet. Not there. Come on, placard, where are you? Where are you? I am going to Control F this in a minute because this is really, really annoying me. Oh, no, that wasn't it. Placard. Oh, does it not actually tell you how to fucking do it? Oh, it's not in the off Navigraph. Performance calculator. Oh, yes, this is it. This is what I was looking for. Manchester. Runway, good question. 23 right. We use 54%. Taxi time's gonna be a bit longer. There we are. Send. Right. I'm going to assume because I hit send, it did it. I'm going to close that now. Cool. Okay. Fuel flow set. Okay. Fuel panel. No, it's not on there, is it? No, this one. I know this one. Fuel flow needs to be set, which I think it is. 20.5. And engine 4's a little bit lower because of vibration. E7 bugs on sec engine. They are set to a number, so that looks good. Clock. Oh, I don't know what I'm turning there. Okay, start, stop, reset. That looks promising. Okay, cool. TLA bugs need to be set. So this is the throttle level angle. Now where is that upper pedestal? Not that. TLA, I thought that was on here. Is that this? Feeling that might be these things. TLA. Virtual flight engineer. Right, hang on. How do we turn this on? Because we're going to need him. Oh, ticks across the board. Cool. Right. So, I don't think we need to worry about that. Seatbelt sign can come on. Holy crap, we're getting there. Oh, it's already on. Yeah, we turn that on. Emergency lights can be armed. Did we do that already? Yeah, he's armed. Load sheet checked. Yeah, let's just assume we've done that. Zero fuel weight needs to be entered into one of these. Into the lower fuel panel. There it is. Can't remember what it was now. $80, $100. Why can't I turn that? Oh, it's already in there. Oh, okay. It's already done it for me. Flight engineer's on it. Your remaining aircraft weight. Yeah, so that's in. Oh, so right, okay, yeah, got you. Load limit set. So the flight engineer is going to do that. Start clearance from ATC. So door lights checked. Forward leg. Is it that one? Or is it this one? No, that's forward leg, isn't it? Okay, so oh right, Adair's can go to. Why is that one just not coming down? But we're not going to be using it anyway, so I don't really care. So these can go to nav anyway. The lights, though. What am I looking for? Door light. Yeah. Forward leg. Yeah, okay, they're fine. Master warning, recall. Yeah, because we kept muting that. And I think we've got the errors that we're expecting there. There was zero confidence whatsoever. Flight deck door is locked, aft overhead. So is nope, locked. Aha! Because that matters these days. Clearance to start from ground crew is obtained. Yeah, I did. Alright. Pushback checklist! Yay! Idle switches to high. Get in there, we're fucking getting there, boys and girls. Is not that one, it's on this one. Nope, not that one. Nope, not that one. I know what I'm looking for. Idles to high. Sweet. We don't need Debo. Jennies can come on. Clickaroo, 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 clickaroo. You know, we're making progress. Oh, hang on a minute. So, yeah, we don't need the debo because we're from cold and dark, more than 5 hours, yada yada yada. So engine start selector for numero 3. Oh, so we need, so debo needs to be on. Right, and we wait for 10% N2, and then on comes the high pressure cock. Didn't laugh at that, you're not human. So it's going to limit the engine to 30% N2. And we can flick the debo switch off because we don't need to do the time debo. Google it. And then N2 should rise to about 66%. And we're going to get a butt ton of warnings now, which is normal.
Pull up. Pull up.
There we go. Hello, Pepper. Okay, so we can do engine 2. Wait for that 10% and then we'll turn the cock on. So it's N2's here. There's 10 to 12%. Clickaroo. And we're going to let that just spool up now. Don't need to do the time debo, so after the ignition's off we can flick that and it should spool up to 66% or higher. I'm just going to quickly nip and grab myself a drink and a quick wee. Hey Upstorm, sorry I've only just seen your message. Can you tell? Have a guess. There's 4 engines. It's old. That's I'm going to leave you with that. Have a think. Guesses in below. Have a look at the front there. It's a classic, but it's not the 74200. I'll tell you that. Just going to grab a drink and a wee. Yes, have we guessed? You think it's a Concorde, do you? I think it's a Concorde as well. And I don't know why it's really having a hard time loading that texture in. Right, I'm just going to put the coffee in. One sec. Business. I've got a mega mug of coffee. It is a Concorde. Jesus, man, what's wrong with that texture? Get back inside. It is a Concorde indeed. I'm finally doing it. I'm finally doing it. Gorgeous. Yeah, plane's not bad either, is it? Right. Hydraulics, okay. Green and blue needs to come on. So that's green, that's blue. And that looks convincingly on-ish. Brake fans need to come on. I know where these are. They're there. Push back. Right, we're going to call for push. Right click the ground call button. The button will illuminate. That doesn't seem to do shit. Oh well. Seriously with this thing. Right, hang on. So let me, before I just start pushing in an arbitrary direction. Where are we? We're at stand 1. Oh, we want to go tail to the right. Anyway. So, brakes away. Now, when I gave this a quick try out yesterday, the wheel brakes weren't working. Ah, they seem to be now. Now that, I think, was because my antivirus had basically deleted the DLL that runs the brakes. That seems to be doing something now because these weren't moving yesterday, which didn't half make it difficult taxiing. Alright, sorry, I'm just going to burn my lungs. How's this? Why is it pushing us back onto another stand? You know what? You're sacked. Tow truck, you're sacked. Quickly get over here to the parking brake. There we go. Parking brake on before we start wheeling everywhere. Okay, cool. Stop the pushback. Set the parking brake. Open the bleed airs. Right, okay. So now we need to start engines 1 and 4. We haven't got ground air anymore, so what we're going to do is we are going to cross feed air from 2 and 3 into 1 and 4 to get it spooling up so we can then actually start them. So we need the starters. So we're going to do engine 4 first, I suppose. So we'll wait for the N2 to get a 10 to 12%. That's about 10. And then cock on. Thought I'd click the third one then. It'll take it up to 33%, 30%-ish. And then when ignition's off, we can kill the debo because we don't need to do that. And it'll spool then up to the full whatever percent. And we'll go and finally do engine numero uno. So for the last time, engine to start, wait for the M2 to get up to 10-12%, open the high pressure cock, wait for the ignition to cut out, kill the debo, and the engine should then throttle itself up to the high idle. So now at this point bleeds can come off, or cross bleeds can come off, should I say. Packs can come on, so the condition valves, that's the equivalent of the packs we're all familiar with. And they're coming online now. The packs are on. Pushback checklist is complete. After start checklist, nose wheel steering. Press the nose wheel reset push button. I think that one, or is it down here? I think it was that one that I just pressed. So let's yeah. Fine. Flight control, FSX and trims. Okay. So trims can come on. The artificial field can come on. All these, I think, from what I've seen before, just all go on. We flick over to the green system. Do we do this before we've turned on yellow? Clearly we do. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to go full left. We can see here. Full right. Neutral. Full up. Full down. Neutral, rudder, full left, slow old aircraft, flight simmer, full right, make sure it gets there, yeah, and neutral, And then what we're going to do is flick over to the blue hydraulic system and do the same thing again. So full left, full right, neutral, full up, full down, neutral, full left. Yeah, it's moving. So we know it goes to full travel. So we just need to make sure that the hydraulic system's actually chooching, which it is. AP1 set to engage. Press and hold the autopilot disconnect button. Oh, you know what? I can't be arsed with any of that. Trims. Check. So we want minus 2.5 on the pitch trim, which is the standard takeoff trim for the beauty of Concorde, which is about there. Stab and feel. Yeah, we've done that, and lights extinguished. Engine anti-ice as required, don't need it. Engine idle switches can go now to low idle, which isn't that one. And it's not that one either. That one. Engines can go to low idle, there we go. Door warnings are fine. Hydraulics. Okay, so the yellow hydraulic pumps can come on. Observe green, yellow and blue system contents gauges pointers indicate within the green band. Green, green, green. Yeah, that's good. Observe pumps low pressure is off. Yeah, that's the left hand things here, they're fine. Observe green, yellow and blue systems pressure gauges read normal. Yeah, they're all in the green there as well. Happy days, flipping it. Hydraulics normal, aft overhead. Aft overhead, hydraulics normal. Tell you what, let's turn on the roof light. Hydraulics to normal. Oh yeah, this one, yes. Normal. Yes. Electrics checked ground bypass on the AC electrics panel. So, ground bypass. Is it that one? No. Where's ground bypass? I'm less confident that it's on that panel. Galleys can come on anyway. Let's flick these to something a little bit more sensible. Ground bypass. Ground bypass. There, I knew it wasn't on the AC. Needs to be. I've already forgotten. Well, auto sounds sensible. Oh, and then you check all the electrics are fine. You know what? Can't be asked. Ground equipment is clear. After start checklist is complete. Oh, we get to do the cool bit now. Taxi checklist. Visor. Down to 5 degrees. Oh, what is up with that texture? Seriously. Come on. Landing taxi turn lights as required. We will have those on, please. Turn off. I want the window heating shit on as well. Don't know when that's supposed to come on. Yay! Oh, it's the exciting bit, isn't it? Or one of the exciting bits. Okay, lights are on. So I'm now trying to think ahead of the checklist. No, follow the checklist, Simon. Right, okay. So what I need now, we need to check the brakes. Yes, the brakes are normal, so that is fine. Flight instruments checked, no flags. Yeah, yeah. Why have I got PFC? I don't think I'm supposed to have PFC. I have suddenly got a horrible feeling. Ah, because I hadn't cleared that. INS I'm going to clear because I couldn't give a hoots about it, so we're not going to do that. I don't even know what flight I'm going to do, to be honest with you, but we'll figure that out. Flight controls checked, yes, fine. Trims set, that's fine. CG movement, the flight engineer is going to do that, but we're within limits, so I don't really care. Engine rating mode, aft overhead will be set to take off. Oh my god, I need to set up chase plane. Engine rating mode, aft overhead, take off. Is there, actually, so I want to be zoomed in this way. We're on takeoff, so that's fine. Auto ignition needs to come on. Auto ignition is on. Throttle masters checked. Yeah, but we're in main for that. Drain master heaters come on. Engine flight rating is set to climb, which it is. Pressure static heaters come on. ADS standby heaters come on. I can get the click spots. There we go. Air intakes checked, set. Ramp spill master. So these are the ramp, and everything's on auto. So yep, that's fine. Engine 4 takeoff N1 limiter. Set to 88%. Now that is that down here. So we've got N2, this is N1. No, it's not on there. Engine control panel. Engage squint mode. Don't know, can't find it. Engine N1 limiter. There. Not on the bleeds. It's not there. Well, the only other place N1 is where? Not on the fuel panel. It's not there. It's not there. Not on the hydraulics. It's not on cabin pressure. On here and I've missed it? No. Not on there and I've missed it? No. On there. What we can do though is turn that to flyover for noise abatement. Engine N1 limiter. The only place the N1's shown is here. I can't clicky anything there. Oh, I'm going to do it again. I'm going to hit that point of, and I can't find it, so we'll ignore it. Air conditioning. That's set, yeah, fine. Fuel LP protection switch on the upper fuel panel. Fuel LP protection switch. I have seen that. Not on that one. Fuel LP protection is there, armed. Oh, happy days, that's what it wants to be. Fuel consumed indicators. That. Alright. Engine feed pumps all on. Well, that's got to be here. And engine feed pumps are all on. Cross feed valves are shut. Now, yeah, they're all shut. So I think the flight engineer is doing all that. Reverse ASOVs. Oh, so these are the buckets. So we do actually check the reverse thrusters whilst we're sat here on the ground. There we go. So we get a flashy light, so buckets are opened. And stuff happens. Yep. Engine overheat is required. Trim tank contents checked. Yeah, don't care. D-air pumps. Now the D-air pumps down here, and they're on auto. Take off CG switch as required. Yeah. Take off. Yeah, CG is fine. Main transfer pumps as with FDIS set. We can't really do that. So this is the thing that tells the passengers in the back how far we've got to go. That's all it is. Can't be asked with that. Taxi checklist complete. So we can taxi out. Which I need a chart. So we're going to swing a hard left, go to the end, left onto Juliet. Okay, cool, right. Fairly easy taxi out here. So, brakes away. And remember how far behind the nose we are here. So you'd think that we've turned too late there. But nope, we haven't. Oh, I'll tell you what, we can go that way. So we are on Twat Sim, but we are observer mode, so we're invisible. So normally you'd start turning right here. No, wait. I bet I'm still too early. No, pretty much bang on. Very far behind. Look how far behind the nose wheel is from where we're sat up in the front here. I'll tell you what, let's just bring the speed down. Now I've actually got brakes that work. And let's turn when we're supposed to. But that's about now. And look how far past... oh, shit. How far past we are. And how much we get thrown about in the nose of this thing. Oh, did I say we were going off 5? Oh no, 2-3 right, 2-3 right. Oh my god, I can't believe it's actually working. So excited. Are you ready? You know what you need to shout at the screen, don't you? 3, 2, 1, now. That's what you got to remember. 273. Why? That's interesting. That was already set. Huh. Got a bit of a Ryanair taxi going on here. But we're Concorde. We're the fastest airliner ever. Fun fact for you, you probably know this, it's one of the most common facts. When Concorde was in service, the RAF did not have a single aircraft capable of keeping up with Concorde. Did you know that? The closest was the English Electric Lightning, which could actually keep up with Concorde, couldn't catch it, or well, it could just catch it, but it used all its fuel in doing so. So it certainly couldn't keep up with it. So think about that. An airliner was faster than the best military jets in the world. Insane to think about that. Absolutely bonkers. So because I have zero confidence in my flying ability, we are not flying on line. Well, as I say, we are, but we're an observer. I want to get a bit of practice first before connecting to that sim, as you should do, really, particularly with this thing. I will tell you now, this aircraft is not nice to fly. Much as I want it to be, I really, really desperately want this to be a lovely aircraft to fly, because just look at it, man, just look at it. It is horrible to fly. Really, really nasty. So our Manchester ILS frequency is 109.5. So effectively, I think we're going to do some circuits here. The Manchester VOR is 113.55. So we've got them on there. 052 for the outbound radial. So yeah, and you're going to see this. See how much of a pig this is to fly. Shit, okay, so we need to do some before takeoff. Cabin crew call. Oh! Landing lights as required. Landing lights are on. Wheel overheat lights are off. Yeah, they are, they're fine. I'm pretty sure that's not it, but that's the one I'm looking at. Master warning recall. INS, don't care. Take-off monitor is armed. That's that one there. Reheat is on. Right, that's on, I think. Nozzle override lights are off. Yeah. Pitch index checked. Yeah. Brake fans come off now. Off. Brakes overload MI is black. No, it's not that one. Let's go with a yeah. Full takeoff checklist complete. Getting there. Quick mosey onto final. All good. We can pull out onto the tarmac. Oh, are you ready? Are you ready, man? Right, I'm gonna kill that. I'm going to, yeah. Do you guys mind if I hide the chat? Oh shit. Oh, I've broken it! Not what I meant to do. And the donation box. And yeah, that'll do. Right, there we go. Because I want you to have the best view possible of this. See, look at that. We've actually turned too early there. And we're like hanging off the grass in the cockpit. So, you ready? I hope you're going to scream this at your tellies, or your phones, or however you're watching. We are going to need full runway length because I can't fly this for shit, as is about to become very, very apparent. So we pretty much wait until we're overhanging, and then we want to turn. So it was still early, still too early. Just so long. Negative. So let's just get ourselves nice and lined up. I want to give myself as much of a fighting chance as we can. There we go. There we go. Okay, so timer is going to be set to run. Yeah, well, it's already on run. 3, 2, 1, now. Oh, look at those burners! Look at the smoke!
Airspeed building.
Airspeed building. Roger, Dodger, sir. Roger, the Dodger.
100 knots. Power set.
Jesus
V1.
Christ, it's bumpy. Oh, look at it.
Rotate.
Rotate.
V2. Positive climb.
Is that a load of car alarms going off? Is it that's muddled?
240 knots.
Why did we not get the 321 noise? Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. Reheats off. Okay, so we're going to go into turn the autopilot on first of all. We're going a bit fast, that's why. So, IAS acquire. Oh wow, rip my frame rate.
Altitude alert, 1000 to go.
Don't know what that warning was for. I think it was an overspeed warning. Okay, so after takeoff checklist, gear lever to normal, neutral, sorry, master warning, recall. fine, just INS. Landing lights can stay on for now. ADS standby heaters are on, they already are. Engine rating mode can go to flight, which it already is. Pressurization, don't really care. Nose visor can come up. No, that's not going to do that. After takeoff checklist is complete. I forgot to hit altitude acquire because I'm spaz. Oh my god, the frames! So what we'll do is we'll do altitude hold. And I'm going to pull up a chart. And we're going to go to 357. Heading. That's what we want. So we've got the auto throttles, they're holding us at 250 knots, there or thereabouts. Oh my days. Yeah, I know, this car alarm's going off. I mean, what the hell? That's hilarious. Ah, see, there's Liverpool over there. Don't want to go there, it's full of dodgy scousers. Yeah. Don't want that. So we're in altitude acquire. Fairly modest vertical speed here, 250 knots. We're now flying pretty much north, which is sort of a crosswindish turn. And what I think we'll do, we've hit our altitude now. So now we are so this is why this thing's a dog to fly. We're straight and level, yeah? Straight and level, trim 250 knots, we're not descending, we're not climbing, on heading lock. Look at look at the angle. No flaps, it's delta wing, flaps wouldn't do anything. Also look at those textures, I will try and sort that out. But yeah, that would be post-stall in most other aircraft. So of course it makes it a dog to fly because you can't see where you're flipping going. So I'm going to go out to a radial of 0.5. Not a radial, sorry, a heading of 052, which puts us parallel with the runway. I'm actually feeling like the autopilot's a little bit more intuitive than it was yesterday when I tried miserably. It's a wee bit bumpy. I've got real world weather on, which was possibly not the most sensible of ideas, but there we go. Okay, cool. Transonic checklist, not doing any of that. Deceleration checklist. Safety altitude, radio altimeter set. Altimeter set, fine. Tanks, fine. Don't need to do any of that. Don't need to do any of that. Cabin crew called. Done. Seatbelt signs on. Rad INS switches to rad. Yeah, they still are. Engine control schedule now goes to approach, which is on that one. Yeah. Brake fan. Oh, hang on. secondary air doors go to auto. They're on auto. Cross feed shut, engine feed pumps all on, brake fans off, SSB. Don't know what that means. Fuel weight checks, air side bugs, visor nose down, approach checklist complete, landing checklist, landing gear down full. Right, okay, yeah, cool. I'll talk through that when we get there. So what I'm waiting for now is currently the glide slope is below us. I want to wait until the glide slope is above us. We'll then swing round onto the base turn, and we'll be parallel or perpendicular, I suppose, to the glide slope. And then we'll turn, intercept the localizer, capture the localizer, and then we'll capture the glide. So it's a fairly standard ILS approach. This is capable of doing a full Cat 3 also land, I believe. So we'll see what happens. But this is us. This is our attitude, straight and level at 250 knots. That is the maximum speed we can go below flight level 100. So when air traffic control give you, 220 knots, which is bloody fast for an approach, this thing's struggling. Really, really struggling. So controllers out there. Just bear that in mind. There's Old Trafford down there, look. And Manchester's there. So we're currently downwind. Slamming it through the air at 250 knots. And you know what? We can descend actually. What's the chart say? This thing will drop like a brick to 3,500. Altitude quiet. Oh my god, the frame rate. I'm going to end up uninstalling the likes of Orbex and stuff like that. It's just unworkable. And actually, I am going to bring our speed down. Now, the auto throttle in this can be a little bit difficult from what I've heard. Can be quite oscillatory. So what we're looking for? We're looking for DME 12 before we start our turn. No, actually, we do want to be turning here. Seems a bit close in. Oh my god, really? No, we don't want to be starting our turn yet. We're going to push it out as far as we dare. The problem is the hills. Because we've got a peak of 2,502 feet. And we're going to be down at 3,500. Well there's the glide. We're crossing the glide now. So actually we can begin our turn. So base turn, so we're going to add 90 onto that, so 142. I can find the flipping click spot. Oh, you suck. And you will see the
Altitude alert, 1,000 to go.
The beautiful turning circle of the Concorde, should I say, not the Concorde. Need to sort this out. Yeah, this thing, the turning circle is just, well, yeah, the size of a small moon. Although I must say that wasn't too bad actually. Right, so the glide slope is now above us. So if we maintain our height, then we will pass through the glide. And oh my god, seriously. Right, I'm going to cheat and look out the window. So we've still got quite a ways to go yet before I want to turn, start a turn onto final.
Radio altimeters are active.
No, we're not changing height, so that means the ground below us is getting closer. It's a little bit scary. But I'll wait as late as I dare, and then I'm going to add 60 degrees on, which does a which gives us a 30-degree intercept to the ILS. So we'll be turning to 202 degrees. Let's do New York. Yeah, definitely. Well, once I've got a bit of confidence and I can, you know, take it off and land it and stuff, then this is literally you're learning with me. I've not practiced this at all. So I thought you guys would want to see well, the hilarity of me trying to fly this bloody thing. You know, and enjoy that with me. So there we are, added 60 onto there, so it means we've got 30 to go to the actual localizer, what's it? So the radial, that's a good intercept angle. And as soon as I see this, the localizer start to move, then we will hit Vorlock. Oh my god. And why can't I go gear down? Weird. I don't know why that wasn't working. Oh shit, we've just gone straight through it because I wasn't paying attention. And that's not working. Okay. Oh, well this might be a 2-3 left landing then. Right, gear is down 3 green. Visor is down all the way. And we are manual. You want joystick cam? Apparently doing that is just absolute. Rains suck ass. Right, so we want about 170 knots. Well, don't want to cheese it. Let's do 175. You can already see how high this angle of attack is. I'm going to completely ignore that dude because he's Concorde. You can hear it struggling to trim to the extent that I'm actually going to add a bit more on there. Because our angle of attack's a little bit too high if we look at that. We can't touch down like that without snapping the tail off. Yes, that guy he's done a circuit, I think. So we'll go 2-3 left. Parallel landings with Concorde. That means we're visual now. We're going to ignore the ILS, well, the localizer, because I've got it on the wrong. Got it for 2-3 right. Landing checklist. Gear is down for green. Yep. Nose down in green. Brakes check normal. Anti-skid is fine. Yellow system. Yeah, I don't know what any of that means, to be honest with you. Landing checklist complete. But this is actually quite hard, as you can probably tell by my stick inputs. It's not. Oh, there's a hell of a crop.
1,000 feet radio.
Pretty good on the glide. With absolutely terrible on the. Thank you. On lining up, but oh, for fuck's sake, man! Sorry, excuse my language, but how infuriating this is. A bit low, but it's not a disaster. We're back on. A bit aggressive. Now we're a bit high. Just watching that, trying to keep 600 feet a minute descent. Right, I'm going to kill the auto thrust now.
500 feet.
Stable.
It's a stable? What flipping plane are you on?
Feet. 300 feet. 200 feet.
100 to go.
Feel like we're coming down a bit quick. That's the
100
engine's dead. Bit of a kick of rudder. Oh god, yeah, we're so fast that that's really effective. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Decide. 30, 20, 50.
On full back stick there. That wasn't too bad. No auto brakes. There's the buckets.
100 knots.
Do what?
75 knots.
Reverses away. Tell you what.
50.
That wasn't as bad as it was yesterday. Now here's an interesting question.
40.
Have we got, will this turn around? Tell you what, I had no more back pressure to give on that. I had none. Tell you what, I'm not entirely convinced that this is going to turn, you know. Got to sort these textures out. Remember how far ahead we
20
are.
knots.
Down full left brake and full nose wheel left as well. Oh, right. Oh, we are going to do it. Oh, bloody hell, it's easily going to do it. Look at that. Good effort, Concord. So you wouldn't normally land on 2-3 left. It was only because that guy was on final, but cheesed it. Right, so what we do now then is we kill 2 and 3, which means we're only on a 2-engine taxi. It makes it a lot easier to taxi. And of course we get a load of bloody warnings. But no one likes you. After landing checklist, landing lights, taxi lights off, they can stay on for now. Brake fans will probably need to come on. Yeah, we've got one tyre that's a bit warm. So the brake fans can come on. I'm not entirely sure why we've stopped. Oh, we've stopped. Flight control inverters can come off, nose 5 degrees. And that one. So that's the inverters off. SSB closed on the AC electrics panel. That split system breaker is that. Yeah, it's closed anyway. Ramp spill master switches. Hello, Pepper. Hello. Oh, hello. Meow. Ramp spill master switches will go to manual. Oh no, that's not it. No, that's not it either. This is where I'm doing the job of too many people. No. Oh, come on, where is this? I remember this from before. Probably shouldn't sit on the runway. I'll tell you what we'll do. Kill that bloody warning. And we'll get off the runway. Ramp spill. What's the one here? Clearly not. Oh, it's here, there. Oh, is the flight engineer overriding me here? Okay, that's fine then. Inboard engines as required, yet they're off. Auto ignition can come off. Which again, it's not letting me for the ones that... Pressure static heaters can come off. All of this it can come off pretty much. Oh, seriously. Why make things right click? Ah! Well, probably doesn't help that we're on the grass. Almost. Oh, why would you make things right click? So annoying. Okay, they're off. Wing anti-ice off. Well, we never had it on. Windshield de-ice. Turn demist. That can all come off. See, some of it you right click to turn it off and some of it you don't. It's just seems like anyone's guess. Pressurization, we didn't even bother with that. Battery, DC split, brake temperatures, don't need to worry about that. After landing checklist is complete. Okay, so we are going to taxi onto Foxtrot. Yeah. So keep going a little way. Don't need to worry about them. Because we could check the recall. Nothing overly surprising there, which is fine. These can come off. Which ones will be anti-skid? Oh no, it's anti-stall, so that can come off. So that's all of that. Which means we're on manual, yeah, for that, that's fine. The Ryanair taxi going again. Which taxiway is this? Victor. Not helpful. Can you see Victor? Oh, Delta Zulu, that's... No, we don't. Next one, Foxtrot Zulu is one. I guess we don't really want to be at high idle anymore, do we? Low idle would be absolutely fine. Right, quick check, see that no one's pulling out. No, we're all good. So we'll cross here at Delta Zulu 1. I'll try and figure out what's wrong with that texture, because that's something... this is a fresh install. Right before we went live. So that is out of the box. Well, we even have the physical box. And with the latest update... Oh shit, what's this guy doing? He's coming towards us. He is. Just going to ignore him. We're invisible, so we're connected as an observer. I'm just going to run over that Mooney Bravo. Sorry, mate. Splat. Saw you too late. And we'll go up to stand 1 again, I suppose. Want of a better idea. Now we're off the runway, we can take the landing lights off. Anti-collision light can come off as well. Oh, it's already off. Flight engineer must have done that. Or I forgot, which is probably more likely. So you can see it is a handful. It's a right handful. Not nice to fly, but incredibly rewarding to fly, because it is so difficult and so complicated, and it is stunning, and it does Mach 2 at some stupid altitude. You know, it's worth the effort. Absolutely worth the effort. Yeah, she's a brute. Bit of a dab on the brakes. Remember, no APU in Concorde, it's far too heavy. Thanks, Storm. That's really kind of you. I'll get myself psyched up for a proper flight, shall we? Try a proper transatlantic. I think we should do it. Not entirely sure I'm confident enough to do it online, but maybe we can do the outbound offline, or as an observer or whatever. and then do the return, doing the Canarsie climb, and we could do that online. But I can't do into Heathrow because, I mean, the frames suck ass here at Manchester, and Manchester's not bad on frames. Heathrow, it wouldn't do it. It just can't. So we'll have to go into Gatwick or Manchester. And this is pretty bad, but just about work with this. Come on, keep going. Just try and get straightened up a little bit on here. It's not easy to get to find a stand that this thing fits on, because it's so long that you just end up poking it through the terminal. Yes, Gatwick. Yes, you can fly into Gatwick. Yeah, I could do Gatwick actually. Gatwick would be an easier one because we can use the same INS cards to get to Gatwick. Because the INS will take you to Ockham, and I can find my way from Ockham. So yes, Gatwick is actually doable. Of course, Gatwick is quite busy. That's the problem with Gatwick. So we'll kill engine number 1. Take auto ignition off. And now engine 1's killed, what we're going to do is we're going to request ground power, and we'll request ground air. Oh, seriously, shut up. And we will, it's determined, we'll try and put the right thing on. Ground power is on, which means we can now kill engine number 4. Which means we get a load of warnings. Turn the Jennies off. I'll tell you what, let's do it by the checklist. Probably be a good idea. I'm going to mute the warnings. Shut up. Nose visor as required. Oh, we've just killed the hydraulics, so that might not work. No, it's not going to, because we just killed the hydraulics. Oh well, nose is staying down then. Emergency generator selector to auto. Yeah, it's probably on that anyway. HP valves are all closed. Auto ignition can come off. Throttle masters can come off. That's these guys here. Anti-collision light can come off. Nav lights can come off. Door can go to normal. We can leave those on. Emergency lights can come off. They can stay as they are. That's fine. Don't really care about that. Fasten seatbelt signs can come off, and you can have a smokety smoke now. Auto ignition's off, ground conditioning is on, air bleed control needs to be shut. Click, 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 click. They're all shut. We'll leave the packs on. In fact, no, we'll take the packs off. Leave them on now. Fuel panel is handled by someone else. Batteries now come off. Oh, not that one. So batteries are now isolated. INS, post-flight info, yeah, don't care. Transponder we didn't have on. Brake fans can come off now. Yeah, temperatures are all fine. Flight deck doors unlocked. Parking checklist complete. I suppose we should probably turn off the flight computers and then kill power. And that is us, cold and dark again. There we are. So I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, I did. That makes you sweat. What we'll do is I'm going to have a bit of a break. I might do another flight today. I'm not sure. Probably not, actually. I'm pretty knackered. But I will pluck up the courage, and another day we will definitely do the outbound flight, probably offline, because of transatlantic stuff, and I've not done that before. Possibly tomorrow. We will see. Oh, Madeira radar is on. Gosh, not seen that for a while. Mallorca ground is on as well. Oh, that's weird. Yeah, we'll do the outbound at some point, and then yeah, we'll do the return flight. It's about a 3-hour, 20-minute flight, give or take. But you've seen how long it takes to turn on. Obviously, next time round, I'm going to be a little bit more proficient, so the time taken to find stuff will be less. So it'll be, a bit more streamlined. But we'll do that. We're going to have loads of fun. I'm really looking forward to that. And I hope you are soon. Thanks, Storm. Thank you very much for joining me. Any questions, comments down in the doobly-doo. I'll put this live as soon as YouTube's finished transcoding it. And I will see you when I see you. See you later.